You know what? We gotta have a talk about these popcorn buckets. If you're not familiar, in recent years, one of the ways that movie theaters have been trying to convince people to get their butts into seats is by offering these collectible, fancy popcorn buckets with big new releases. Every time there's a new blockbuster coming out, there's either a fancy popcorn bucket or series of popcorn buckets being released that are just getting progressively more and more ridiculous. It started with that Dune one that looks like a butthole, and now, today, of course, because it's my channel, we are talking about the line of Five Nights at Freddy's 2 popcorn buckets, because these things are utterly ridiculous and I kind of love it. So there's three. We're gonna start with the one that seems the most basic and then we're gonna work our way up. First up, we have the Faz Talker. Look at this guy. So as you can see, this is an official Five Nights at Freddy's 2 only in theaters popcorn bucket. It's the most bucket-like of any of these. You got an actual hole. Ow, that hurt. It looks like it's based off of a little speak and spell toy that's in the movie. It's got these buttons up here that aren't actual buttons. It's got Toy Freddy's face on it. In addition to having like a place where you can put all your popcorn and a handle to hold it, you can see there's an actual screen on this thing of some sort. I'm not exactly sure how this thing works, but I do know that there is a battery compartment here. Yes, popcorn buckets have batteries now. And not only that, they have instructions. These things come with instructions. I'm gonna see how much I can get out of this without reading the instructions first though. Okay, so we have a button here. That's where the button is. I would have thought some of these were buttons, but maybe that would be too easy. But we got a battery compartment right here with one of those little tassel things that's meant to keep the battery from like actually working. You pull it out, and then suddenly the thing will, I guess, start doing stuff. Oh, look at that! That's cool. Is that the only thing it says? So it has a speaker, and it's using the same like voice-to-text speech thing from the FNAF 2 game that did like the save them stuff and all of those Atari mini games. And it has a little screen down there that has that like classic 80s green computer text. And it's saying, "Abby, are you there?" And Abby is like the little kid character in the movies. That's really cool. Is that the only thing it does? Oh, that's actually really neat. Here, let me put this thing up to the mic so you can really hear it. Oh, it's creepy. That's cool. So looking at the instructions, it says that there's an on and off switch underneath the battery compartment, and I don't think that is the case. I do not see an on and off switch. I just see the battery compartment and a button. There it is. So that might be the only thing this says, which, I mean, to be fair, it's a popcorn bucket. I guess I can't ask for too much more. That's more than most popcorn buckets do. But that is the Faz Talker. So now let's move on to a slightly larger Freddy face. Boom! Hello! Oh, Alistair! Look who made an appearance. I forgot that this guy doesn't really sit that well, so you're gonna put him right back where he belongs. But yes. Damn it. This is the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie Freddy head popcorn bucket. I don't know what the this guy is. Look at that. Now, I will say, if you've been watching this channel, you know that a little while ago, I did a video on Five Nights at Freddy's toys, and in that, I took a look at this guy. Ooh. So this was a mystery box toy that I found at like a big box store, and it had like plushies and stickers and cards in it. And then on the top, it had a button where you could like do this. And also, if you had batteries in it and you turned it on, when you did that, it would talk.
Looks like someone wasn't ready for Freddy to come to the party.
Whoa.
Sure was fun. Next time.
What do you gotta say, Freddy?
Now would be a good time to hold your breath.
It looks like they've done a second version of this using the toy Freddy design instead of the classic Freddy design. And genuinely, I kind of think that this popcorn bucket is just the exact same mold as the toy Freddy thing they've put out recently. These things won't fit on screen that well, but they're both very much the same size, very much the same like dimensions and stuff. So I kind of think they're getting a few different uses out of the molds for these mystery boxes. Yeah, but this one looks much more involved than the last one. So, oh, I can already feel like you can kind of go inside of it. Ew. So first off, let's see how this turns into a popcorn bucket. I would assume it's the top here. Yep. So he has a hinge in his head. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. So yep, that would be a popcorn bucket in there. Oh, so there's the, I just saw the battery tag that's inside of him. There we go. So let's just pop his head back on. Pop his head back on. Ah, there we go. Oh, wait, I think his eyes are lighting up. Look at that. Whoa, whoa. Ooh, here. I think we're gonna have to turn off some of these lights. So you this is silly. You punch in his eyes and they start glowing red. Look at that. Just like in the movie. But the fact that you have to like poke them. And you can do them individually. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. That's kind of silly. Let me turn the light back on. Boop. So his eyes light up. That's kind of cool. And based on the fact that there's a line all around his face and that I can feel something in here, it's like unwinding a VHS. I think his face might pop off. So let's see. Okay, so I'm fairly positive looking at this thing that the face is meant to come off, but I don't want to break it, so I'm gonna find the instructions. All right, well, if I did have instructions for this toy, I seem to have lost it. So we're just gonna maybe try and not break it. Ah! Whoa! He's an endoskeleton, man. Looky at the guy. It's Endo 3.7. So yes, oh my god. So you take the face off, and underneath it, there's an endoskeleton, which, of course, you can still punch the eyes in and make them glow red. And then the face itself turns into a Freddy mask. Oh my god. It's just like in the game, the Freddy mask from the game. That's silly. So this is what the popcorn bucket looks like. Appetizing, buttery. And then you put this on your face. Do I dare? Do I dare do this? Is this full of microplastics that will be sent into my bloodstream? Oh god, this hurts. Well, there it is. The Freddy mask. Okay, I'm gonna take this shit off. This hurts. This is hurting my face. Ow. Ow. Oh, okay. So this one doesn't seem to make any noise. It just lights up and is, I guess, able to be completely and utterly dissected. We're gonna try and pop this thing back into place. Oh, okay, almost. Oh dear. I'm a 30-year-old man. I can do this and not break it. I'm smart. I'm so fucking smart. I'm such a handy, crafty man. Damn it. There we go. Now he's bald. All right, so let's pop this back in. I just noticed you can kind of move his mouth. This one's silly. I like this one. I feel like this would be a terrible way to eat your popcorn, but this is a cool little toy. This is a cool little keepsake from the theaters. That's fun. If it does anything beyond that, I can't tell you because I can't find the instructions. But that leads us to what is probably the most ridiculous of all three of these. The biggest popcorn bucket, quote unquote, I have ever seen. Oh, it's loud. Okay, so take a look. My ears. Take a look at this thing. We got some posters from the first game. We got some little different art. We got the little plate thing. This not look too interesting to you? Well, let me turn it around. Bam! Oh no, Balloon Boy! Oh no, not Balloon Boy. So yes, this, if it will stay together, is a full-on diorama of the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 band stage. And then in the top is a popcorn warehouse, apparently. This is probably the one out of the three of these where you would have the best and easiest access to your popcorn, but like, this is like so cold and clinical. This is straight up is like a warehouse for your popcorn. But of course, the interesting thing is what's going on in the front. We have full-on figures of Balloon Boy, Toy Freddy, Toy Chica, and Toy Bonnie, all in their like band performance spot. But these are really cool. If you watched my video from earlier this year about Five Nights at Freddy's toys, you'll know that one of my biggest sources of confusion is the fact that the toy animatronics didn't have, toys. They do now, but that's because we've had a complete shift in who makes the Five Nights at Freddy's toys. The old ones were made by Funko, the new ones I think are made by Jazzware, or Jazzwares, I'm not sure. And because that switch happened around the time that this movie started doing its promotional run, we finally got toys of like the toy animatronics and the withered animatronics, like the actual FNAF 2 boys and girls. Chica. So in addition to having like individual action figures of the toy animatronics for once, we have this thing, which of course, like the others, has something that it does on the bottom. So let's pop that little plastic tab out and see what happens when we press this button. Oh. Okay, I think the best way to show this one off is gonna be to turn off literally all the lights. So, well, let's see. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna have to turn off all the lights for this one. All right, let's go into the dark. Okay. Oh, we're getting there now. Okay, hold on. Let me turn off the overhead. So let's see. Oh, there we go. We got 2 little LED lights on the side that light up the band. That's kind of cool. This actually would look really cool in like a pitch dark room on a display. Like this looks really cool right now. These LEDs are not gonna do much anywhere else, but this is pretty neat. You know, kind of adds to the creepy atmosphere. Ooh. It's like an instrument. It's like a percussion instrument. Do, 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 do. And you make them dance. We've seen what it does, so I'm gonna turn the lights back on. But no, that's actually really cute. The background, you can see it has the logo for the movie, but it's kind of obscured by all the figures. But the figures themselves are actually really nice. It is a rare appearance of Toy Chica with her beak, though I think her eyes have seen better days. We got Toy Freddy, whose teeth, are his teeth always that yellow? His teeth were not that yellow on the big head thing, so I think this one could use some Listerine. And then we got Toy Bonnie with their guitar, their weird, not quite a flying V guitar. And we got Balloon Boy. I don't know if I've ever had a Balloon Boy figure before, so that's kind of a cool addition to the collection. But no, I am really happy that the FNAF 2 movie coming out is finally giving us some good merch of the toy animatronics. Plus, I mean, you know, a little bit biased since my friend Matt Pat is playing this one. He's Toy Bonnie in the movie. That's very cool to see. But yes, those are the buckets. Buckets. I guess this one's my favorite. It's the coolest display piece, but I am a little bit partial to this one since it actually like makes noise. This one's kind of silly and ridiculous, but you know, these are all cool. I'm excited to have these in the collection and kind of put them on display. But yeah, the movie's in theaters, I guess. You can see it if you want. They're not paying me to say that, but like, I'm kind of excited about it. My friend's in it, so, you know, that would be kind of neat. Or you can not see it. You can stay home and do something else. You know what? Here. So I don't have any popcorn, but I do have Cheerios, so... I think we need a little bit more. But yes, it's a bowl now. All right. Leave.